So we'll start our walk here at Main Street in Keevil. Keevil lies not too far from Trowbridge, and we'll show you on the map. And it follows on really from our walk in Steeple Ashton. Not very far from Steeple Ashton. Lying between the two is the old World War II airfield of Keevil Airfield. Still owned by the RAF, but is used for gliding right now. It was in much more use until RAF Lynham closed down, when they used to use it for practice for the Hercules to land, take off, and to drop out Land Rovers and guns and things out the back of the Hercules transport planes. It's another beautiful old cottage. You're going to find lots of beautiful old cottages here in Keevil. There's a mix of a few newer properties that have been built over the years, of course, as you would expect. And we're going to go into that pavement on the other side of the road in a moment. Keevil does have a manor house, and hence we've got a manor farm. And the manor house is in private ownership, so we can't go down and have a look at that. I'll try and pop you in an aerial view into the video, so you'll be able to take a look from the air what the manor house, in fact what Keevil actually looks like from the air as well. So Keevil does have a junior school. You're going to see that in a short while, along with these beautiful old cottages, and thatched as well. Interesting use of a part of a lock gate. Someone's managed to get themselves a handle or make it look like one. There's a beautiful timber building there, timber frame, stone infill, brick infill, with a thatched roof. Like a very interesting turnstile effect. Footpath opening normally. Of course the gate is gone now, so quite interesting to look at. The school is on our right hand side, junior school, and this is the entrance to the manor. The manor house is in there. Keevil Manor, which is across the road from the church, was built in approximately 1580 for the Lambert family. 2 stories and an attic are faced with limestone ashlar at the four-gabled front, while a central 2-storey porch of 1611 carries Tuscan columns. English Heritage described the house as a fine example of a Wiltshire manor house retaining especially rich fittings. Also Grade 1 listed are the boundary wall that we can see that runs along Main Street. That's around 1600 and is about 2 metres in height. And you'll see there are gate piers at the southwest entrance and an arched doorway in line with the manor's porch, and an inner garden wall in front of the house. That's probably around 1611. So amazing that something has been built and has lasted so long. Great testimony to the way things were built in the 1600s. Beautiful old building there. Hundreds of years of history in each of these properties that we're seeing here. We'll also go up the little lane and take a look at the church for you and tell you a little bit about the history of that as well. So this house is called Trowbridge, and it's one of the oldest properties in Wiltshire. It's dating from 1420 in part, and the house, as you can see, is timber framed and with wattle and door panels on a dressed limestone plinth. And there is the church, which we'll go up and have a look at now. So this is the Church of St Leonard. We can trace this one back to the 13th century, and it's lasting pretty well, isn't it, for something that's 700 plus years old. So we're looking back from the church now towards this lovely little square. Moving along from the church, and we'll take you further down into the village. We've got the manor wall here on our left hand side. Sounds like someone is cutting logs. Another entrance here on our left to the manor house. See the property behind this wall on our right hand side. Again, more about that in a moment. On our right, his property there is called Blagden House. So this is Blagden House, built mid-17th century, but the rear wall is probably more 15th century. So we've got a nice sizable garden to go with it as well. And looks like it's having some work done. So we come to Pyatt's Corner and Butts Lane. Just cross over here and then get a view back. There you go. And the telephone box is being made good use of with a defibrillator. Quite a few of those happening right now, which is good. And we have a set of stocks here. On our left, the red brick building is a converted pub, converted into dwellings. The Rose and Crown cottages, the former Rose and Crown pub, been closed quite a few years now. And a little lane down there. We'll just carry on this way for a moment or two. So here's a plaque to commemorate Royal Air Force Keevil and the men who served there, particularly its role in the D-Day landings. And again we have some fine cottages, thatched ones coming up on the bend. And we'll just take you along to the end of the main village road along here. Now we've reached the end of this part of the village, we'll go back to Martin's Road and take a look at that. Interesting cottage, the shape of that. And we have Keevil Parish Council and the notice board. There's the village hall. Nice cottages behind as well. Well, we'll end our village tour here, and we hope you've enjoyed looking around the village of Keevil. There are so many fascinating old cottages and buildings for you to see, so if you're in the area, do pop by and spend some time wandering around the village and enjoying the sights of the lovely cottages that are in this beautiful part of Wiltshire. Please do subscribe to my channel, give us a thumbs up for the video, and if you'd like to leave a comment, please do so. I always love to hear from you. Thanks very much indeed for watching, and stay tuned for more videos from Roland's Travels.